After a thrilling Big Ten tournament win, Northwestern will now pivot its focus to the NCAA tournament, with action starting next week. And here to talk all things lacrosse and the NCAA tournament, we have Sports Night's very own Pierson Strandquist. Pierson, thanks so much for joining us and here for talking all things lacrosse.
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, well, Northwestern is the reigning back-to-back national champs. They just won their fourth straight Big Ten tournament title. They're already hosting the Final Four here at Martin Stadium. But how vital is it for them to secure that top four seed to ensure they don't have to leave Evanston for a single game here in May?
I mean, I would say, it certainly could help, but it's not vital for a team like this in Northwestern. This is a team that, has a lot on the table, right? They just won the Big Ten championship. They just won the regular season championship. And it's something where earlier on in the season, there was this question of, is home field advantage truly home field? But ever since they moved outside to Martin Stadium, they went from 10.5 goals per game to just 6.8 when they're in Martin Stadium. So that means that's a huge home field advantage. At the same time, they're undefeated on the road. Remember, they beat #1 North Carolina, #1 Maryland. Away from home, this Big Ten tournament recently was at Michigan, right? So it's like, really, for this team, they don't need to be at home to win, but it certainly could help, and they've proven that their defense has been excellent ever since being at Martin Stadium.
Well, Pierson, you just mentioned it there. Earlier this year, the defense was somewhat of a question mark. Now they're holding elite teams like Maryland and Michigan to single digits. Is it credit to the system, or is it Jenica Cuoco simply just playing out of her mind?
I think it'd be a bit of both. It is a symbiotic relationship, right? But Jenica Cuoco has been playing out of her mind. You mentioned earlier a 72% save percentage in that Big Ten tournament final, but it is something for her where she's picking up her defense time and time again. She's top 5 in the nation in save percentage. It's also something where, this is a defense that's a little bit inexperienced, right? This is a team where a lot of those big name defenders are gone from last season's run to the national championship. But the good thing is you have tape. Right, you have tape of all the teams you're playing. You have tape from last year of how they were able to stop these players from your opponents who are still there, right? And so having that and utilizing that to be like, okay, let me give my best impression of last year's teams before, but also, give my impression of myself this year. A good thing about being in the Big Ten is that a lot of, these teams that Northwestern might face in the national tournament, they've already played. Right, and it is something where if they can continue to do that on the backs of both the defense and, of course, Jenica Cuoco just being truly insane, it's going to be something where this defense is certainly legit.
Definitely. Well, Pierson, we could talk all day about the heroics of Madison Taylor. She's the Big Ten Attacker of the Year and the #1 pick in the WLL draft. But in the Big Ten final, Maryland held her to just 2 points. Can Northwestern's offense still win a national title if Taylor is held to a similar performance like this?
I think 100% yes. I mean, yes, Madison Taylor did get stopped a little bit in that game. But remember, the game before against Maryland, she had 5 points and 4 goals in that one. So clearly that was something where they just had a chance to prepare for her, maybe a little bit extra. But at the end of the day, let's say they're face guarding her the whole game. This team has so many different offensive weapons who are finally clicking together. I mean, that final goal, that was Annabelle Child, right, who scored that. But on top of that, you have a Big Ten, all Big Ten first team selection, Noelle Cumberland. You have a TD Foster as well, who's also Big Ten selection, Kate Ratana-Pruska. So really, I mean, this whole offense is just so balanced around Madison Taylor. And let's not forget, Madison Taylor still has 80 points this season, 100 points, 80 goals. All right, so it is something where, yes, teams may try to stop her, but oftentimes they're unsuccessful, unfortunately, for them. And so it will be something where I'm confident that Taylor will have impact in these games. And even if she doesn't, the rest of her teammates can pick her up.
Well, thank you so much, Pierson. We are definitely looking forward to watching the tournament and the Final Four here in Evanston.